Hi, I'm Dante from One Moose One Games, and this is Cubeworld, a voxel MMO-esque adventure game. I say MMO-esque as in there's lots of grinding, but it's fun grinding, it's interesting, and there's a lot of raid-esque bosses. It's a voxel, which means it's built out of cubes. As you can see, it's a people have been comparing it to Minecraft, and in all honesty, in my opinion, other than the fact the world is made up of cubes, that's literally the only comparison. This game already is in alpha, I think 1.6, and it already blows Minecraft out of the water. There are several races already. There are more to come. There's classes. There's a warrior. There's a ranger. There's a mage and a rogue. And there are loads of custom faces and loads of custom hair. Anyway, I'm going to show you the character creation, and then I'm going to show you some of the combat, and then I'm going to try to get to a town. Then, in the next episode, hopefully, I'll be playing with my friend Lance from the Yggdrasil Game Station, and then we're going to do some multiplayer, we're going to do some fighting on our own, and then we're going to try to do a dungeon or two, and we're just going to keep doing this until we feel until maybe we reach level 100, so we can, and we'll keep doing I'll keep doing update videos whenever they add anything that I feel is important and needs to be brought to attention of my friends, and my audience, Jason. And I explained the whole being called Jason in a video. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Anyway, I have blue eyes, so I'm going to start with giving him blue eyes. I'm going to start with a human, simply just because humans have the most customization options, and they're also the only ones with actual good beards and facial hair. See, they got a kind of a Tom Ska look. And then they got the, like, Seamus. The only reason why I say that is because, like, whenever I hear someone's name is Seamus, I always imagine this is what they'll look like as an adult. The big burly mutton chops and the big mess of curly hair. I'm not entirely sure if that's racist or not. But I'm going to be starting with red hair, because hopefully soon I'll have this color of hair. And I wanted to play a rogue, but I might do I already have a warrior, and I want to do a rogue because rogues, one of the rogues' ability lets you turn invisible, and then the other one lets you throw shurikens, which I think it's awesome that there's a melee class that's also a ranged class. That has a ranged ability. I'm going to be naming him Dante. Oh wait, there's already one. my regular for fun character. It's like that. And so I'll just name him One Rudis 1. And let's make a new world. I already have a couple. I have a resource world where I collect resources to make things, kind of like you do on Terraria. You have one build world, but then you have several several other worlds, so you can get objects and beat bosses. Because some items don't spawn in that world. I mean, everything spawns in this world. It's just some worlds have bosses that are easy to fight, some don't. Some have specific cubes. A lot of people consider that cheating. I don't, but I don't do it. Mainly just because I like typing in random numbers. Like, I'm gonna type in 666. Am I not? Oh, wait a minute. My numlock's locked. Durr. and name it pancakes. And let's see where this brings us. Anyway, I have an episode of Freaky Friday up, ready to go up. It'll be going up on. Ooh, I'm being attacked. It's going up on Saturday. Not Saturday, Friday. And spawn into combat. Which I guess is okay, because I was going to show you combat anyway. That was a fly, and I got 3 experience from that. I'm drinking a potion. I just watched Sips and Shen play this, and he called it a mushroom. And I kind of get what he means by that. But I will show you the basic weapons. Anyway, these are the basic daggers, and then their side ability is a poison. And then now I have a brass knuckle and a dagger combination, and my side weapon is a spin kick. Oh geez, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little bit of lag with my inventory. This game is in alpha still, so and it is a very polished alpha. So sometimes we just simply forget. Me and Lance simply just forget that this game is in alpha. But you see, you got a little fight animation where you put your guns up. Basically, they're called iron knuckles, but they're brass knuckles. Usually the first thing I do once I get iron to upgrade these is I'll just, I'll make them spiked knuckles or something like that, something cool like that. But you get a karate kick as your third ability. And then for the two-handed, which all weapons have, I mean all classes have a two-handed weapon. This is it's a long sword, but the one you start out with, because this class is kind of a ninja themed. See, I am sorry. God bless me. I'm an assassin currently. I have not spent any levels, so I can freely change in between. But the ninja has quicker speed, and each time you dodge an attack, I gain 25 MP. So, like, and then the long sword's attack is a multi-attack, which is very useful. Sorry, I am trying to. Okay, and then then there's the assassin. Their stealth is increases damage and critical strikes and all that. So stealth is a little bit more useful, I feel. And then there's camouflage where you can stealth, but I want to be a ninja because ninjas get a shuriken attack, which I'm assuming is a slight range attack, which I feel would be really useful. See, this purple thing's a mushroom. Use it, make mushroom spits, which you get, I think, at level 5. There are foods and such. Oh, and here's a party of orcs. The blue names mean they are completely, they are your alignment. You don't get to pick your alignment yet, but these are good aligned orcs. Usually, it's very rare to find an NPC that doesn't travel in a party. So you need to be cautious of that, mainly because you'll run into these NPCs that are baddies. I'm gonna kill this bush. Collect a log for Lance, because he'll be playing a ranged character for the most part. He'll be playing an archer, so he needs that to make bows. Oh, you collect elements to make your weapons better, such as iron and all that stuff. I collect iron, and then you also get to augment what your weapon looks like, not by a super huge amount, but you can't, because it's not an infinite slot, but usually what you want to do is you want to find a class that you want to find a weapon that looks really cool, and then you're gonna augment it. You're not gonna augment something like this where it's a super basic design where you really don't have much to do with it. I also, out of that, got a tunic, so and I also have a wooden staff. So now I have armor. Gonna drink another potion. And then we're gonna do that. I'm gonna try to reach a town, and that's probably where I'll end this video. Because of the way this game works, at the moment, pets don't level up in multiplayer mode. So once I get a pet, I will this will also be my solo play for you guys character. So we'll be leveling them up together and separate. So you'll see me fighting bosses on my own and getting my ass kicked, and then you'll see them fighting bosses on their own and getting their hit. I'm gonna watch this. This is gonna be an interesting fight. See, those are blue named humans. I meant blue bard when I met earlier when I said certain creatures don't attack other creatures. I really hope he did not see me. It seems that he did not, which was lucky. That was a red named, which means he is so far out of my league. It's like, I would say me asking out a cheerleader, but I honestly probably could get a cheerleader. At least, I could if I tried. Let me see. That's like me asking out a Victoria's Secret model. Like, trying to fight that at this point. Oh, onion ring. I call them onion rings because I have a hard time with just saying their name. But, onion slices are also a recipe for an incredibly useful food later on, so I like to stock up on those as much as I can. Also, all creatures have a chance of dropping a pet food, which is what you use to tame a pet. I've read on the wikis that some of them drop... There's, like, some foods are only dropped by them, but I've also read somewhere on the wikis that, all creatures have a chance to drop them. So I'm not sure which one I believe, so I just kill everything. Even the non-hostile mobs. I also like I also like to try to travel by treetop, mainly because if there's a lot of hostile mobs on the road, it just makes it a lot easier for me to not die nearly as often. There's not a penalty for dying yet, but I can imagine there being one. kill this green-haired elf. And rogues can't use bows, which disappoints me a little bit, but it's understandable that it doesn't. Also, I have a lantern. I have the first level lantern because this is a brand new character, and they don't really light up much. Ooh, a cave. That actually brings me to the next point that I wanted to make. Iron is the most difficult of the elements that you need to update your weaponry to find. One, because it's only found in caves, which are not a common land generation. Shit. I'm just gonna let these guys pass through. While I collect. I do not stand a chance against a boomerang ranger. And I believe that was a fire mage. Again, this is one of those things you gotta pick your fights carefully. Much like in Guild Wars 2. You really need to pick your fights very carefully, or you're gonna get your ass handed to you. But fortunately, there's not a death penalty yet, but I can feel that they will have to do something. And this is a heavy. That was a rogue. I'm not in, that looked like it was a rogue. So, yeah, that was a rogue because of how they fought. That looked like it was a great sword, but it was just a very thick long sword. But you can tell some things are rogues because they'll use their two-handed weapons like this. If it's a warrior, they'll slam it on the ground no matter what it is, and it annoys the fuck out of us. That's the only... We both have warrior classes, and me and Lance do, and that was the only... I mean, I still play mine. He doesn't play his anymore. I think he actually deleted his. But there's a pig. I want a pig. Oh my god, pig. I'm in a town, so I can't fight anything. But everyone seems to have green hair here. That's a kind of random happenstance. Oh, this is a sawmill. You use it to make wood cubes. Somewhere here is a there's a spindle. You use it to make cloth armor. Well, cloth string, and then you use the loom to make armor. And then somewhere around here is there's the forge, which is what you use to make iron. So I'll go ahead and. One second. I'll go ahead and kind of run you through crafting too. Basically with crafting, you just hold down on the sword. There's no tricky combination or commands or anything. And then I have exactly 7, so I will actually upgrade, since I'll be using this. Usually I will be upgrading this just so it makes my life a little bit easier. Just gonna make a basic T-blade. And that's how you craft. It adds to the range, and it just because it's a pixel based on how far your range is, and it also adds to attack, so it's pretty useful. I'm going to open up the map, and then we're gonna find out where the hell all the good shops are. I currently have how much monies? I have currently 97 silver. Copper. I don't even have silver yet. So I should probably try to find a field. But if I can find the weapon shop, that's the identifier. There's the weapon shop. I have weapons to sell. The rogue, it's fortunate that the rogue plays the way it does, because rogues, there's no need to get rid of your weapons. Oh, that's a nice looking dagger. Unfortunately, it is not that. Unfortunately, it's not as high as my current daggers, and there are nothing else for me. There's nothing else for me to use. If I run out of money, I'll just go look for a. There's an inn. I'll just go look for a pineapple field. There's an inn. You talk to this person if you want it to be 7 a.m. I mean, the day, pretty much. So when it starts getting night, you make it day by talking to him. And you sleep in beds to get healed. I'll do that at the end of the video, because I'm not going to go in anywhere else. That is the same tier as me. Okay. Oh, but there's cotton candy. I'm going to go ahead and buy that. And I can use that. And I can't use any of that stuff. I just bought pet food. This is cotton candy, which you use to tame a sheep. Because apparently sheep love cotton candy. Pets fight with you. It's basically having another player play with you that at some point you can ride. At level 5 of... After 5 levels being put in to any of these downward skills, you get a secondary ability related. Like with swimming, you get at level 5, you get sailing, which allows the use of a special item called boats. Climbing, you get hang gliding, which you get to use hang gliders. And after Pet Masters level 5, then you get riding, which makes land travel super fast and very useful, unless you're in a desert or a lava land, where there are little to no rivers, because an animal's stamina bar is based off how hydrated they are. We are actually... Oh, this is not the training district. I'm just gonna break into this person's house because I'm a rogue and I do what I want. And I'm gonna sleep on your bed. I'm gonna heal up. But, I'm gonna go look for a sheep. There should be one in the pet district, which is this way. I really love the mini-map for this because it's a moving that's not the right word. It's a moving 3D map, which is just very, very useful. And I just love how it's a 3D cutout of the lands, because I just think... And there's the sheep. There's actually a couple. Sheep! Come on, cute little guy. Come on. Okay, and I'm going to press enter, and then I'm going to type in name, pet, Barry Manilow. Okay, his name is Barry. I forgot spaces don't do shit. Also, since I'm in the area, I've just gotten sidetracked. Sorry about that. But this is the trainer. This is what you use after you put points into anything. To get rid of points. If you want to have less points in something and put more into something else. This is my trainer. There's some dummies to fight. But this is my trainer. His name is Derek. He's also a fashion model on the side. But Derek is the ninja. He is the rogue trainer. He lets me. That's very useful. He lets me change my specialization. Right there is the warrior. Roman's the warrior one. They're all not named this. And then here's the archery one. And his name is Aston. And then over here is the occult one. I just call it the occult because it sounds better than mage. Because mage, to me, sounds a little bit overdone. And they all have basically the same face and hairstyle. And this is Alisander. And then here's the church. And in the church is the adaptation vendor. It's not really super useful, but I mean, it's alright. I want to find the armor vendor, though, before we end the video. The armor vendor is behind that. There's a lot this game needs to get fixed, but there's not a lot that they're doing right that Minecraft never did. One of which is, their trade setup. Their trade setup is a lot better than Minecraft's ever has been, and I really like that. I actually have no items to sell to you, lady. So, I think on this note, I'll climb to the top of a building, and then I'll leave you to your day. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. I will have another episode hopefully out tomorrow or today or later on today. But I think this is a good place to stop my video up on top. Anyway, I'm Dante from One Roost One Games. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Have a nice day.